Hello, on today's CoronaCast.
We're supposed to talk.
Well, you know, the governor said it's mandatory to wear face masks in public places, but this is a private television studio.
And man,
so
you could breathe.
we don't have to wear these here.
And we do have our shield between us.
Yes, and here in Studio C.
We're totally, and he can't. He looks like a robber. He looks like a robber with that black mask.
That's just it. You know, how's they going to know if you're a robber or not?
They'll rob you.
That's how you find
That's
out.
how you can tell a robber.
Anyway, welcome to Double Talk here on the CoronaCast. I'm Mark Steffen.
Yes, I'm Michael Mandel. Oh, this, if you like this mask, you can go to Landmark Realty and ask for Jeremy. He's making really cool masks. He's actually a noted sewer for people in Hollywood. Also, somebody in his office called Ty, but I won't give his last name because then he'll be embarrassed, is selling this stuff that is the hand sanitizer from Revita, and it's got essential oils, 2 ounces, and it smells really good, the best one I've smelled so far. You can go to Facebook to TNT Hemp Farm and order it there, or also go to Landmark and ask for Ty. And it smells really good. And if it weren't for this, we couldn't do this show.
My mask has a pouch in it, so you can put a filter in there if you want to. I have a little coffee filter in
Can
there.
you drink coffee then?
You can then. And mine's a Bobcat original. I said, Bobcat, you did really nice work on this thing. I'll be happy to give you a free plug on the show. No, I got more work that I can handle as it is. So.
Right, because he's a hardworking hair cutter, which he can't do.
He can't do that, so he's paying the rent with these masks, so that's a good deal.
So we're going to do pink gin. Get that over with in the beginning. Here,
Okay.
want a little taste of this before I put the pink gin in?
Oh, if you want to pink it up, yeah, I better taste it first.
So we're doing gin, as we love to do. A little bit. This is Farmer's Gin. The Deckers got it for me in, where did they get it? In Total Wines. It's pretty darn good.
It's got a real clean smell to it.
It's from, I believe it's from Minnesota. Yep, Minnesota or Wisconsin. One of those places that we never go to. You like it?
It's almost sweet.
It's got a lot of flavors. In fact, it's got juniper, citrus, a lot of floral. So we're going to go pink gin. Surprised me. I don't know if we ever did this. Those of you who have no memory will remember this. Pink gin is merely a drink with a few drops of Angostura bitters. And once I found a recipe for 6 drops rather than 2 drops, it turned out to be great. So, did you like that taste?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, we're going to do. Everybody should have Angostura bitters just around because it's the most used bitters in most cocktails that everybody uses. And since you really can't, 2, 3.
Okay.
No, you wanted 6, so it's pink. It smells really good. It turns a drink into something totally different and wonderful.
Like
magic.
Like Cleavon, what's his name said in Blazing Saddles, bitter, baby.
What page was that on the script?
Oh, on the script.
You were in that movie, right?
It's when he was with a German woman.
Oh, bitter?
Bitter,
You
baby.
mean please? So you're supposed to shake this until your fingers freeze to the metal.
Oh.
Or you want to put your tongue on this?
Put my tongue on here.
Okay. See if that works.
I think we have it.
Yes. Look, it is pink.
Almost.
I don't want to. Yeah, it's pink. That's because our tablecloth is brown. Well, cheers. It's tasty.
It's not bitter.
It's really tasty. No, the word bitter, is made out of bitter things.
Bitter
But
root.
it means it's not going to be sweet, and you're always whining about sweetness.
Yes.
So I figured a drink with just bitters, such as, Campari, should be good, except that's too sweet for you, Campari.
It
right?
can be.
It can be.
Can be.
This is really clear and crisp.
Yes, it's
It's
such a nice drink.
it's kind of surprising.
Cocktail to be sampling, tasting, but not drinking.
What would you prefer in it? Cointreau?
No, too sweet. Cointreau, I think.
Well, if
No, I
it's
like
not
this.
sweet, well, Lillet maybe.
Oh, maybe.
No, if it's Lillet, it would be like a Vesper.
Or limoncello.
Limoncello is very sweet.
Just use a little bit.
Okay.
And
Anyway,
then the
we want to talk about actually alcohol first.
Well,
that's my topic.
a little bit.
That's my topic. We don't have any pictures. This week on the 13th was World Cocktail Day, and it's named that because it's the date that the first publication had a definition of cocktail in it, and that was on May 13th in 1806.
Did it give the derivation of that word?
It does, but it's not very interesting because
No.
something to do with horses' tails being cocked. Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
adapted.
used to-
And it's also the day that Harry's Bar in Venice opened by Giuseppe Cipriani with money paid back to him from a wastrel called Harry Pickering. And it's also the home of the Bellini cocktail.
There was a nice bar in Hollywood I used to go to called Tail of the Cock.
What?
Tail of the Cock.
Oh, Tail of the
That's
Cock?
the name of the bar in Hollywood.
Oh, there's a book called Tail of the Cocktail.
Oh, not surprised at all. Brew pubs in Las Cruces
Yes.
had to close for a while,
And
but then they realized they could reopen again by selling beer to go. They sell it by the growler jug, right? Some places you can bring your own jug in exchange for the jug they give you. Otherwise, you pay a deposit for the jug that they give you. And
Well,
then-
you do.
And you tell them.
Oh, yes.
And you tell them what you want of the variety that they make. They'll fill the growler for you. You have to wait outside though.
You get draft beer. It's
But-
pretty good. I've been to Spotted Dog,
Yes.
and they're good. You could, if you want to be inventive and you could see what they have in the menu, you could mix a few.
Yes, and all the brew pubs in town have an outdoor area, seating area anyway.
It's called
where you can
the
wait.
entrance.
And well, there's tables and chairs out there.
Yes,
And so, even though most of the brew pubs carry food, I guess they're now considered a restaurant, so they can
So
be
they will
open.
be open today.
25%
Of the
capacity only for restaurants, which can now be open in New Mexico. Churches can be
10%.
open now with 10% occupancy.
That's like tithing, isn't it? 10%. Isn't 10% tithe?
Yes. And
While you're talking about booze, today is Mimosa Day, by the way. We didn't do mimosas because we already had breakfast. And everybody knows breakfast is the time for
mix
mimosas.
of champagne and orange.
And if you remember the old days that Double Eagle used to do mimosas, all you could drink for Sunday brunch,
Oh, yeah?
we had a friend who I think you know who would say, "I'll have a mimosa, hold the orange juice." You know who you are. Anyway, also what is... Oh, and yesterday was Endangered Species Day. And perhaps humans were put on the list, along with blue whales, Sumatran tigers, hawksbill turtles, and orangutans.
Well, we've lost over, what, a million humans to this coronavirus.
Well, not yet.
Well, over a million have it.
4.5 million have it, over 1 million in America,
Have
which
it.
is a third of the population of
Yes.
people who have it. In the
Number
world.
one, again.
We're
USA.
number one. We're number one. That's because of management. Anyway, we can't wait. We kind of live for restaurants. In fact, as you said, this show is all about food and drink.
Food and drink is our favorite
They
topic.
closed us down, man. We should sue for closing us down.
No food, no drink.
But we didn't do it. Anyway, so luckily we're getting out of this world by Virgin Galactic, right?
Yes, and Virgin Galactic is now flying test flights out of the spaceport here. So you might actually see them heading for the stars.
Did they fly out today? I heard a lot of sound outside. It seemed like a weird thing going on.
And so that's going on out there at the Spaceport America. Finally, it's being put to some good use. And pretty soon, the flights that they charge for will be happening.
Do you mean the $200,000 a person? But I think they put you up in the Sierra Grande Hotel, which is worth half of that.
Oh,
With the new room prices.
in TRC, the
In
hotel.
TRC, yeah.
Then they bus you in, I'm sure, and drinking mimosas along the way.
as well as you could sit in their hot tubs before you go and after you go. Even afterwards, you might need it.
And I wonder if they give you a souvenir barf bag when the flight is over.
Yeah, and it could be signed by the pilot.
Yes. Why
What
not?
What a great souvenir. It's almost worth it just for the barf bag.
Just for the barf bag, you
Yeah.
didn't have to use it.
Yeah, where'd you get this? Oh, it was out of this world, that trip. Yes. Then you could just say that, right? You don't have to go to
You know,
Hawaii.
I guess that they actually achieve a low orbit. I guess a barf bag would float. Full or not? Not full.
Anyway, do you barf down or out or straight or up? You just barf.
I have no control over
I
that.
think you have to put it over your lips and just hope for the best. Although, if you're weightless, you shouldn't feel any. You usually get nauseous because of the gravity is too much.
I wonder if you call a stewardess over. Do they have stewardesses?
I
Flight
don't know.
attendants?
I can't remember the last time I went up, but I think they had stewardesses. Yeah, their dresses would go up, so you got to watch out.
Okay. I don't think flight attendants have worn dresses in years.
Oh.
Well, a couple of guys do, but most of them not. You know, the
You didn't
library.
need a fake laugh on that. I laughed.
The library has been closed, as has been Barnes & Noble bookstores and Koa's bookstore. I miss that quite a bit. But now the library
What is that city? Oh,
is
yeah.
doing books by mail. And if you already have a library card with the library, all you have to do is go online, go to City of Las Cruces website, look up the library, then you go to the library, and then you go to the stacks.
Our friend Beth also said you can go to Brannigan and get books on tape, but they only have like 1 or 2 official copies, so they can only loan them out at certain times. So if it's taken, you put your name on a list. She's been going through a number of books
In the media room, yeah.
when she's not watching this TV show.
They also have movies. But so they will mail you the book, up to 3 books at a time. You can have them for 3 weeks.
Well, you have to spend the first 4 days with your books in the garage, which most people are doing, right? A lot of people I know are putting their mail in the garage for 4 days before I touch it.
Can't they just spray it with
I
something?
bring the mail in, I wash my hands, and then I burn the mail.
Can't you spray
and
with
don't
that
read it.
hemp juice?
You could use that, but you know, you're doing it on paper, alcohol on paper. It takes a while.
So anyway, yeah.
Just don't lick it.
You do need to, after you handle your mail, you do need to wash your hands thoroughly. Same with the newspaper, actually.
Yes.
So that's going on. You can still get books.
And if you're looking for things to do and you don't want to stay all day on your Zoom, a lot of people are doing Zoom. We're not going to talk about Zoom, are we? We'll talk about it later. Anyway, we want to go on to whatever your item number 5 is.
Well, COVID-19.
What's that?
The reason the library is closed is due to this wacky virus.
COVID? You can't
I'm
just
done.
make up words and get people sick. It's not
Right.
fair.
Now, a recent study was just done, just recently, of people who died of COVID virus had very low levels of vitamin D3 in their blood. So
Is this true?
Yes, it is true.
Because Chris was saying this like 2 months ago.
That's right.
I started taking vitamin D3 just because Chris said so.
Yeah, he's on top of it.
Yeah.
And so no, the D3 prevents the virus from taking hold. And so around here, you know, we have a lot of sunshine, but unless you walk around with no shirt on and short pants and for, you know, all day, how else are you going to get it?
Doesn't everybody else do
Capsules.
that? I thought everybody else did that.
Gel caps. Well, you do.
They're actually really small pills.
They are.
Yeah, they're really small.
And you should
could take them by nose. You stuff them up your nose.
You should take at least 4,000 units a day.
But you don't have to count them out.
And, you know,
I take it too.
I take one with each meal.
But also, you should... Just popped. You shouldn't be obese. You shouldn't have any heart disease. You shouldn't,
have
cancer.
diabetes,
There's many things you
high
shouldn't
blood pressure.
have. Yes.
Right. If you're in a weakened state,
So don't do that.
then
Get
any
better.
opportunistic COVID virus will get you.
I hate those things that they put in your laundry with the cloves and an orange. Is that what that is?
Oh, you mean
Is
the
that
kind
the
that
clove?
the kids are eating?
They're not eating. No, that's what you put in your underwear drawer so they smell good. You can put an orange
Well, that
with
explains a lot,
cloves.
Michael, if you've been doing that.
Well, there's a lot of vitamin D in oranges and cloves. I
Yeah.
take them out before I put my underwear on.
And you need to take a lot of vitamin C, too, in conjunction with the vitamin D3.
Take vitamins for God's sakes. That's, of course, for God's sakes, you can only 10% of you can only go to churches.
And because we know we don't get it from our foods. enough, nearly.
No, vitamin D.
So let's take a
Milk.
break.
Are we taking a break yet?
Taking a break right now.
Okay, we'll take a break. Good.
And,
we'll whip up this next thing. Monkey 47 coming up here.
Will it be just as pink?
It will be. This will be wonderful. You will love this.
You found us on Channel 98. Keep watching because we have so much in store for you. We want to grow together. Your channel, local and real.
If we want to improve America's healthcare system, let's start by improving the health of Americans. Despite the best doctors, hospitals, and medical advancements, Americans are not as healthy as they should be. We spend too much on treatment and not enough on wellness and prevention. We need a system based on primary care. When patients have a medical home and a long-term relationship with a doctor, the result is a longer, healthier life and reduced medical costs for everyone. Let's make America a place where health is primary.
Horizon Granite is here. We'll come to you to customize your kitchen and bathroom with beautiful countertops and cabinets. Find out more at horizongranite.com. Call us at 575-650-3180.
Horizon Granite is here.
It's here.
Make yourself a beautiful home.
Hi, I'm Ray Bamberg with Here on Earth. I would like to invite you for a free hearing evaluation to our office. We've been here in southern New Mexico for 34 years helping people hear better.
We are back, rolling along with the Corona cast.
Corona of us. So what we're going to do now is a drink out of Monkey 47. Notice this bottle is half the size of the other bottle. That's because it's a 0.375 liter bottle.
Why is it
half a
diminutive
bottle.
size?
It's so small in size because that bottle costs like $45. And they now do have full bottles, big bottles of this in Walmart for $70. And it's a bargain.
And you say that's
It
a good
is a
price.
bargain. I mean, as I was telling you during the break, Monkey 47 is a favorite of us being like Rosa Rodriguez and
Gin
Bob
aficionados.
Kinney and Beth Pollock and me and Barb. And this has been our favorite for ages
Well then.
until Gin Marais.
Oh.
Gin Marais, which costs half the amount, is pretty darn good too. So, I mean, they're both different, and you smell this, so, and you just tasted it.
Yep.
Now we'll see what you think of
Okay.
this. We're doing it still the pink gin thing. I put in, I don't know, those of you who are watching probably could tell me. It's supposed to be 6 drops of Angostura, so we'll see. So Monkey 47 is made in the Black Forest of Germany with 47, it's got the most herbs.
47 different monkeys.
47 different monkeys, not the orangutan because they're endangered. If you listen to the beginning of the show. Did you listen to the beginning?
I'm sorry,
You
what'd you
didn't.
say?
You were doing something.
I have a show to run. I can't be listening to
Did you finish your free taste? Your
Yes.
free taste?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So the farmer says it's botanical, small batch, organic. This makes no pretense of being organic. I don't know if it is or not. By itself, it's great. Actually, every time I've had it before, I've had it as a.
It's
We've
really
got a lot
made
of water in this.
It's
'cause
really
that's why
made in
it's bigger.
Germany?
It's made in the Black Forest of Germany.
Okay.
Oh man.
Again,
Again. pretty darn good.
stuff. Yes, now, our representative in the United States Congress,
Xochitl Torres,
District 2,
I will drink to Xochitl Torres. She was one of my students.
let's drink to Sochi.
A children's theater.
She's in Washington doing a great job for the state of New Mexico and District 2, which is all of southern New Mexico. And she was able to secure some public health emergency funds
Which
for
we
this
definitely
district. And so keep up the good work, Sochi.
Yes, thank you. We hope you're there for a long time. At least we do.
And with the help of Senator Udall, he helped us get $77 million for the state to help fight this crisis.
They'd really helped me out a lot. I filled my car up with gas.
Yeah, gas prices are still way down.
Pretty low, yes. So is the market, but who knows?
And unfortunately, so are the tax revenues for New Mexico that we rely upon from the sale of gas and oil.
Yes, that's a problem too. So rather than worrying about politics, we like to deal with the arts.
That's, again, one of our favorite topics on this show.
We love the arts. I don't know why.
There's not a lot of going on these days. There's no plays, there's no movies, there's no concerts.
I'm on the board of the community theater, and we haven't had too many meetings because we haven't had any events. But Greg Smith is doing a good job of an online presence.
You said the community theater?
Community theater? Community Arts Council.
The Arts Council.
I was on the community
You were.
theater, yeah.
The president.
Yeah, I was, yeah.
But now you're
I'm
on the
on
Arts
too many
Council.
councils, yes.
And so this is the 33rd year in a row that they come up with nominations. They're requesting nominations right now
Yes.
for a number of awards that they hand
Oh,
out.
you're going to read them.
I
They were
am.
in the paper the other day.
Yes, the Papin Family Award honors an individual who's demonstrated exemplary commitment to the arts through leadership, service, and or financial support. Okay, then they have the Newcomer Award, which recognizes leadership and support of the arts by an individual who's lived in Doñana County for fewer than 5 years.
Well, we're not, we can't do that.
Arts and Education Award.
There's a lot of good art. I think almost everybody we know has been nominated for that.
The Community Arts Award.
Yeah.
That recognizes individuals or businesses.
And most people we know have been nominated for that, so we'll see how that works.
There's the Art in Public Places Award for people who have created or placed art on permanent view in public. My sister won that award several years back.
That's true. Congratulations to your
At least
sister.
10 years ago. And there's an Excellence in Public Service to the Arts Award, recognizing outstanding contributions by an individual or government organization for their contributions to the arts. And so,
get out there and vote.
if
When
you know
go vote
someone
for,
deserving of nomination anyway, they're taking
Send it in.
They're
It's
taking
online.
they're taking these online through August.
So Doñana Arts Council, go to their website. Greg Smith has been doing a great job on the website. If
As the
he's
new
been
president.
doing it, unless it's Kathleen Albers, who's probably doing that, unless it's whoever else is at
it's
work.
not you.
Yeah, Linda, Lisa,
The whole gang.
Karen, many people are working on that.
That's true. Now, early voting. Speaking of voting,
Yes,
early
we were
voting
speaking of that.
is going on now for the
And-
primary election. And in fact, today, being Saturday,
Is the first
you
day.
can go to City Hall and vote today. They give you a free mask.
You also get a free thing that says, I voted.
Yes, you do.
And you could show it to your wife to
Proudly.
prove that you voted.
That's, prove
So
that
she
that's where you
believes.
were all afternoon.
And and you could ask for an extra one so she could wear it. Is that
Yes.
legal?
Sure,
I guess
why
so.
not? Now, also, 9 more state parks have opened.
See list.
And,
You don't memorize these things?
well, there's a lot of information here.
You're
Mike.
a theater guy, right? You're supposed to memorize your script.
Well, here's
you know-
here's some things that you want to ask when you inquire
About
as
what?
to the new hours they might have and
Yeah.
other restrictions like visitor capacity guidelines, social distancing information, group size restrictions.
How close are you allowed to get to a bear? Less than 6 feet or
Not
more
all
than 6 feet?
facilities are open
That's-
within the park system. Certain things like
Oh.
concession stand may not be available. Bathrooms. They said vault restrooms are available. I don't know what a vault restroom
Wait a
is.
second. I thought a park was a bathroom.
That's
Just the park
for the
is a
animals.
bathroom. And we're animals. Well, we are animals, so yes.
Also, ask what useful supplies you may want to bring,
Useful supplies.
including personal cleaning and sanitation products.
Oh, are they saying you have to bring your own toothbrush? I've never brought my own toothbrush to a park.
There's no overnight park use, apparently. No fires, campfires. Water access may be limited. Certain indoor facilities may be closed.
I would guess. Basically, you're going into the outdoors sanctioned by New Mexico.
The group shelters are not available because no groups are allowed. So
Before they closed them, we did walk in certain parks, but we didn't expect anything of them. You know?
And speaking of groups, congratulations to all the graduates that are matriculating at NMSU right now as we speak.
Quite a segue.
Yes, that's going on right now, virtual graduation.
So if you're watching this from your car, beep your horn.
You can watch it on
Hi
the
there.
university Facebook site, live.
We have a
And
Facebook
also,
site.
we want to mention the passing of a couple of people. Little Richard,
Yes.
the man who may have been
Man.
one of the men who invented
We'll
rock and roll.
drink to him. You know, when he died, it was surprising
And he claimed
because we didn't think he was alive.
that he discovered the Beatles.
It's very true.
I don't know if he did or not,
He's the
but-
first guy that liked him. I remember him telling me during a cocktail party. He's saying, Mike, you got to hear these guys. They're called the Beagles.
You can't wait for Ed
The
Sullivan.
Beagles, yeah. Get them
No.
before they get too hot, and then the prices of their records will go up.
No. Well, you
Yeah.
know, they did a few of his songs in the early days of their recordings. Little
He's the
Richard
beginning
songs.
of music, man.
Yeah. And another person who's passing we'd like to mention is that of Jerry Stiller.
Yes, Jerry
Comic
Stiller.
Comedian and actor.
Started with Stiller and Mirror.
Stiller
I think
and
they
his wife.
started in Chicago.
Did they?
I think so. His son
Ben.
actually is more of a common name to people who exist now. Ben Stiller,
Ben
who's
Stiller.
funny. He wouldn't have been funny if it weren't for his two parents. You're born out
That's
of
right.
comedians.
And he had 2 series in a row, Seinfeld, and then what was that second series he was in?
King of Queens.
King of Queens.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was a funny guy. he was playing himself. You know, do you know any old Jewish guys? Oh, yeah,
few.
you do.
Well,
Old Jewish guys could be pretty curmudgeon-y and ridiculous. And
Well,
that's what the Seinfeld show is
I
about.
grew up watching all the old Jewish comics on talk shows, variety shows, and that's when I first saw him.
Yes. Jackie Mason, I think, is still alive.
Jackie
isn't he?
Mason, I think he is.
He's great. Yes.
Yes. And with that, we're about out of time,
Are
folks.
we out of time?
We are.
We hope we'll be here next week.
Today was the Pink Gin Day.
Pink gin, man. We love pink gin. Angostura bitters, get it. Put 6 drops in your cocktail, and you'll be happy.
And don't use
Really?
cheap gin.
Huh?
Don't use cheap gin.
No, don't use cheap gin. Use great gin. This world, life is too short for cheap gin.
Yes,
Isn't that
and-
what people say about wine? Life is too short for
Right.
cheap wine.
Right, and because you're buying expensive gin, you won't drink
You'll
as much of it.
Savor
You'll
it.
feel too
You'll
guilty
savor it.
to drink too much
You'll
of it.
take time and you go, wow, I can taste how expensive this is. I'm eating my money here. Oh, look, there's our. Why is that pointing at me? What's that pointing at by you? Look, it's pointing down there.
Thanks for joining us, folks. Don't forget, you got to wear your face mask
Wear your
in
mask.
public. from
Oh,
now
we're
on.
going to wear our mask because we're going to get rid of this piece of glass. Hopefully you noticed that. We're going to put our masks on so we can now talk to each other face to face. This is a size 7, I think. I'm wearing. See you guys.